I'm still a Cyrax net guy. Welcome to Tairimo Boys Podcast. I'm your host, Cody. With me in second chair is the boy we're about to send off to a deadly planet to get a trophy. It's Jeremy.
Well, I'm not surviving this one.
I expect a big trophy back, Jeremy.
I'm going to a place called Death Planet, God damn it.
All right, Jeremy, we're here with some Blockbuster boys. So today we're going to be reviewing the brand new Predator Badlands movie. Just a heads up for everyone at home, this review will contain spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, I recommend going and see the movie and tuning back in when you've seen it. So, Jeremy, how many times have you seen this movie in theaters?
Twice.
What were your theater experiences like?
First time I went, me and my buddy were talking about it so much. Very good friend of mine. We were so hyped up for it. It was coming out the very next day. The pre-screening was available, but I would have to pay for a ticket. And I have an AMC stub pass where I get 4 movies a week for one monthly cost. I can watch 4 movies a week. And so I didn't want to pay on top of paying my monthly fee. So I was like, I'll just wait for the next day. So when I met up with my good friend, we were talking about it. And we talked about it well into past midnight. And we're like, are we going to see this? Oh, we're going to see this. Let's do it. We booked our tickets at just about 1 a.m. that morning, just so we had seats. The theater was not completely full, so we probably would have gotten seats anyway, but it was, I would say, maybe 75% full. Great theater experience. Second theater experience, it was just a handful of people. It was still in the IMAX. That's where I wanted to see it because it is an incredible experience. And people were clapping at the end of the movie.
Didn't have any kind of experience like that.
Yeah, I was actually surprised. Like, people clapped.
Yeah, I went on my usual Tuesday, got my $8.10 ticket. There was maybe like 15 people in the theater, but like it's Tuesday, it's a slow Tuesday. And there wasn't any clapping there, but I think everyone kind of enjoyed the movie anyway. But overall, this
Good,
movie,
good theater experience.
yeah, this overall though, this movie's actually doing well in theaters. Budget on it was 105 million. It's already made 92.6 million, and it's only been out
And it's only been out.
a week.
That is incredible. The hype behind this movie is ridiculous. Like, it is crazy how much people are hyping this movie up.
Yeah,
There are some critics out there, and I see their points. You know, I've watched a lot of different critics and their videos about it and their reviews, but I see their points. But yeah, there's a lot of hype behind this movie.
but was the hype worth it?
Was it worth it? 100%. No, I'm going to say 200% for me. So again, as everybody knows, I am a big Predator nerd. Like, I've loved the Predator series much more than the Alien series. So when me and my good friend saw this movie, by the end of it, we looked at each other and we said, "Wow!" We were like, "Movie of the year for us." If not, it's very, very close. What about you, Cody?
This was definitely probably the best film I watched this year. I'd rank
Mhm.
it probably top 10 my best movies I've seen in theaters. Of course, from my past reviews, I've always said 1 and 2 and 3 will always be Mad Max Fury Road, The Dark Knight, and the first Avengers movie.
It's fair. That is absolutely fair. Wow, I'm actually surprised you ranked it that high. Well, I mean, I'm not surprised by how good the movie was because after I saw it, I was like, this is movie of the year. We have to see this. Like, we have to do this.
Yeah, it's definitely movie of the year.
Yeah, I mean, easily. I mean, I saw plenty of other enjoyable movies, but this is, for me, absolutely movie of the year.
I know like all the scores I was seeing were really high on it, so I went into it with kind of like, oh, this is probably gonna be good, and it definitely was.
Oh, it was better than good.
Yeah, like it surprised me.
Did you believe me when I said that I thought it was going to be movie of the year for me? Where you're like, he's just overhyping
Oh,
it.
all
He's
right,
nostalgic.
Jeremy. Like we haven't seen very many movies this year.
I have.
Okay, well, yeah, that's right. You got your tickets.
Yeah. I see everything under the sun, basically.
Well, I mean, in order for me to see something, it has to catch my attention. And what have we been watching this year? Like that Mission Impossible, and that was kind of eh. And me and Ryan watched Tron Ares, and that was the most movie in the universe.
Because I wasn't around for that review, I do have to say I did like that one a lot.
Right?
And I know people's chief complaint with that. I did watch your guys' review on it, and I know everybody's chief complaint on it, but that aside, I thought it was a very enjoyable movie and even a good entry point if you
Well,
haven't seen. that before.
Well, when Ryan gets back, we'll watch Ready Player One.
Ooh, there we go.
I'll get that movie out of your brain. But yeah, good movie. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Yep.
You got any first thoughts aside from those, Jeremy?
No, just other than I was beyond hyped to see this movie.
Let's just start actually talking about the movie. What did you think about the world building in this movie?
I loved the world building. So the Predator planet is obviously, to me, it's pretty unimpressive. It's just it's like, I don't know. I saw another critic's review of it, and he said it's basically Tatooine.
Yeah, like
There's not much to it.
yeah, we see like the predators. Like I assume it's homeworld because it's Yautja. Am I saying that right? Finally,
Yautja.
Yout.
Say it with me,
Okay,
Cody. One more time.
Yautja. There we go.
Hey, there you go.
So, Predator Prime. That's what the planet's called.
Yautja.
So
I'll say it for you, Cody.
I'm
Yautja.
assuming it's the home world, but like it kind of had me confused because like when you think of a spacefaring race, you think either two things are going to happen there. Homeworld's going to be overpopulated, or their homeworld's going to be like a mess from being destroyed or pollution and
We're super advanced.
stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Like populated, like extremely advanced, but like it's
The
still
way
tribal from what we see.
Right. The way I viewed it is it's mentioned. I mean, it's mentioned through many different Predator movies, but there's different tribes of Yautja. So I imagine in my head, I just put it this way: Yautja Prime is where this tribe lives, and then maybe there's other worlds that are populated by different tribes of predators.
Yeah, we'll eventually find out with how many Predator movies are pumping out lately.
We'll find out.
But the overall idea
Oh,
behind this movie is that like this is the first Predator movie where we actually follow a predator, where the predator's actually the main character, and basically we get this runt predator that looks really runty and smaller than the others, and he has to prove himself to his father by hunting like the big bad what was it called, Castalic.
um, I always forget its fucking name. Cassalis. Something like that.
Kalisk. There we go. There it is.
Kalisk. There we go. Well, he had a choice of his hunt.
Well, he really didn't have a
I remember.
choice because Dad comes in
He did,
ready
but
to
he wanted
kill
the
him.
strongest. Yeah. Okay. Well, he did it quick. Well, his dad wasn't coming in and kill him right away. Remember, Quay, his brother, was giving him the choice for his hunt so he could prove himself to his father. And then he was going through, Quay was changing through the monsters or his potential hunts. I think I even saw humans on there too. He highlights the Kalisk. That's when, what's his name? Deck, our runt predator, is like, I have to be the strongest, so I have to hunt the strongest
Yeah.
to prove it, whatever. And so that's when Quay was saying, he's like, no, even father fears this one. And he's like, I have to hunt it. And then that's when father shows up. So it's already pre-selected.
He has to go to like this deadly planet and try to kill it.
Literally Death Planet.
Yeah, they literally say that, Death Planet. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen at home, this takes place like in like alien times.
Oh, it most definitely does.
Yeah, because the evil corporation from the Alien movies is like the bad guys in this movie, and
Yep.
they
All
got
synths.
yeah, they're all synths.
So you know what they're setting up for.
No, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
Wait till we get to the ending. So Jeremy, we talked about the world building. What do you think about the Death Planet?
That is one planet I would not survive at all. Everything there wants to kill you, even the fucking trees.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're not doing boys in action today.
No, because we didn't survive. We died immediately.
We didn't even make it to the planet.
No.
Yeah,
No. There's no boys in action for this one. No, I mean, we died.
yeah. He crash lands on the planet, and first thing is like these tree vines are like stealing his weapons and attacking him. But it's like as soon as that tree vine scene is over, he like steps on top of a cliff. You like see like this wide scenery shot where you just see how deadly this planet is. You like friggin' pterodactyls flying in the sky and these giant worm creatures. But
For a movie that's mostly CGI, I gotta say the cinematography was absolutely gorgeous in this movie to me.
oh, absolutely.
Like it blew my mind. We'll get to the synth lady in a second. I'll let you continue, but once we get to her, I'll further that point.
Yeah, but like the world is like built like perfectly for Death World. You got these snakes that spit like acid, like, insanely corrosive
Eels.
acid. Well, snakes, eels, whatever. Indiana Jones wants you to think they're both the same thing. I think.
Yeah, I think. Well, he would.
You got like glass, grass, razor sharp, and just like all these like insane like.
Paralyzing, blooming flower things.
Oh, I love that scene because that just shows you how deadly the planet is. Where you got those, they're reminiscent like some planet we have here, but they're tall plants at the top of them. They're covered in like a fleshy like fruit thing with full of spines. If you get too close to it, the thing explodes and sprays the spines everywhere. The spines will paralyze you. There's like fields of these things, and then there's like a pterodactyl creature that's kind of figured out that if it grabs rocks and throws it at prey inside the field of those things, the things will paralyze them.
You can't tell me that's not awesome. Like
That
that is so cool.
yeah, that was a awesome, awesome scene.
I guess that leads us right up into Tessa, or
Yeah,
not Tessa, Thea,
yeah,
or Tia. How do you say it? Tia.
yeah, yeah.
We'll go Tia. Synthetic lady number 1.
That lady number one, yes, the one that's
There we
ripped
go.
in half.
And that's where we find her, is at this scene.
Yeah, she's used a universal translator to talk to him, and like, hey, if you help me, I'll help you. And then we find out she's like been ripped in half, and like it was like that synth in the first Alien movie.
We
But
watch all the alien movies.
she ends up acting like a kind. She's really useful, and this is really how you do like a comic relief character. I feel like.
Yep, absolutely. I know a lot of people had a problem with her, or a lot of heavy critics had a problem with her. They thought she was annoying, but I thought it was just enough comic relief for me.
Yeah, I mean, I could see where people could find her annoying, but I kind of viewed it as like she's one of these synths, and her performance is great because you could hear like the like she even tells you like, oh, me and my sister robot were programmed with emotion so we can understand this planet. So the way she talks, like you could tell it's very robotic, but there's emotion behind it. So it's a really good performance.
Agreed. A killer performance, if you will.
I think this is the first time we've seen one of the Predators team up with like a synth or something.
I think it is. I mean, as far to my knowledge, it is. Which is funny because I love it because she asked that, or she was attacked by the Callus. She knows where it is. She says she can help him. And Deck is like, Yautja hunts alone. And that's when she says, I can be useful to you. And he's like a tool?
Yeah,
So now he can justify bringing her with him on this adventure.
yeah, that was actually
Because
really
he's
cool.
now got another tool in his arsenal.
And of course,
So I got to ask you, Cody, when they started their adventure and they went walking and they were like walking on the mountaintops and shit like that, you can't tell me you didn't think you were seeing a Lord of the Rings movie.
I was thinking that, but it's probably due to the cinematography.
Me and my good friend said this. Me and my good friend said the same thing. We're like, I was like, did you feel like you were watching a Lord of the Rings movie there for a second? He's like, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's just the way they did the cinematography,
I think it is too, and the long panned out shots.
kind of showing you around the world.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, they go and introduce a second comic relief character. What'd you think about Bud, the little monkey alien thing?
Comic relief, but I love the little thing. I wasn't expecting what happened in the end, so.
We'll talk about that.
Well, yeah. I don't want to spoil it right away, but I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, we see that like it's extremely combat ready and
Very strong.
Yeah, strong. It saves Deck once,
Yeah.
and then he returns the favor. So let's get to that. And of course, he meets up with the Cascalisk, fights the damn thing. Find out it has like extreme regenerative powers, like even more than Wolverine, where you chop its damn head off and it just tentacles the head back to its body. So before he can like actually kill it or anything, that's when the corporation comes in and Thea's sister robot, and they end up freezing and capturing it. So, yeah, Jeremy, I got a question for you. Did you see the twists in this movie coming?
Not for the one for our second comic relief character.
Okay. The moment I realized it, and if you look back at the movie, there's like actually hints of this, is like as soon as like Deck and Castalisk are fighting, and then the thing stops and starts smelling him. I was like, that thing, that's
Yep.
it. That's the mama, ain't it?
Yep. That's exactly when I found out too, because I was like, in my head, I was like, there's no way. That thing kills everything. And I was thinking back on it, I was like, it smells the baby. So that's a moment I got it too.
Yeah.
But I didn't expect it.
Just if you look back now, I was like, okay, it makes sense now because whenever we're introduced to like the baby, it's like hunting the like bone bisons. I think that's what they were called.
Yep.
And Thea even says like, oh yeah, those are the like the main prey of like the
The
Castalisk.
Kalisk.
Yeah, so it makes sense. But after that, like the whole movie turns into Deck having to fight the all the synths in order to rescue Mama.
Which is coming up to one of my favorite things about this movie. How creative Deck gets.
Um, yes, he does get creative, but I'm gonna say something. This movie is full of member berries because whenever Deck is getting like assembling like all his like weaponry, getting the snake and the grenade worm things, getting the bone bison mask, it feels like very reminiscent of Arnold Schwarzenegger doing it in the first movie, where he's just makeshifting weapons and stuff in order to fight the predator.
You know they did that on purpose.
Oh, they definitely
Absolutely.
did it on purpose because like
Oh,
not,
absolutely.
not only that, but like Thea being ripped in half, like the sent in the first Aliens movie, and then like the final boss fight. Well, not really the final boss, but the ultimate boss fight in this, where sister androids has like a freaking exoskeleton, just like Ripley did.
Well, that's not the final boss fight.
That's why I'm calling it the ultimate boss fight because there's
Oh, okay, you
another
corrected it.
boss fight after that. I love the scene where he's like slowly taking like out all the synths guarding Thea's cage, and
That is one of the
Thea's
coolest scenes
legs
in the
are
movie.
just slowly making their way through the base.
They're just walking casually. Apparently, she's very strong with her legs.
I don't know why, because like even though she was like the sister robot, it was explained that she was more meant for like office work.
Well, didn't they mention at some point that both of the sisters were like modified to be stronger or something like that, or
Uh,
they alluded to it?
maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the emotion thing that I don't know.
I know it was definitely
I don't remember.
both have the emotions, but
Yeah,
uh,
both have the emotions, but I thought it was alluded that they were stronger or
well,
something like that.
if we want to pick the movie apart, did you catch the insanely huge plot hole in the movie?
I probably looked past it to be honest. Go
You
ahead and say
probably
it.
did.
Let's see. Yeah.
Drek is not wearing a mask throughout the entire movie. Predator see via infrared.
Oh, yeah. And they wouldn't be able to see the sense anyway.
Yep.
It's not like they're getting. It has to be, a pretty decent amount of infrared, strength of infrared for them to see it anyway. So, synths aren't giving off body heat.
Yeah. Arnold rubbed in mud and Viking shield maiden that fell in the lake. Apparently, they're not warm enough
Yeah.
to see.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently, the robot is warm enough to see, though.
Apparently, letting off a little too much steam. It's a hydraulic system. Overheating. No, I can't justify it. That was a goof.
Huge oversight.
Well, it is owned by Disney now, so.
He was a run defective. There we go. He had normal vision. That's how they'll write that off. And of course, go to the ending. He ends up saves Mama, but Mama ends up getting actually killed. Nice grenade. Then he goes back with the android sister's head, fights his father,
Yeah,
kills the father.
because Android Sister is the one who killed the Callus, because the Callus ate Android Sister.
Yeah.
So the Callus ate Tessa to defend the baby, and then Tessa activated the grenade from inside, which froze it, shattered it somehow, and then then we get to that point.
I figured if you're gonna kill that thing, it had to be in a lot of pieces.
Yeah, a lot of frozen pieces. But what happens if you unfreeze a couple of those pieces? Does it start putting itself back
I
together?
don't know. Apparently not.
Yeah, I don't want to think too hard into it, but it was just a curiosity thing.
Yep. He goes back, ends up fighting and killing his dad.
Epic fight. Epic fight.
It was a quick fight, but it was actually a good fight. Although
Yeah.
I still think Deck versus the Basilisk or whatever it's called probably the best
Alex.
fight. Yeah, that's when he learns like he chops off his tail like early in the fight, using his like plasma sword to cut it open, but it's just regenerating, rapid
Okay.
regeneration.
We got to stop right there for a sec. The plasma sword is my favorite new Predator weapon. besides the shoulder-mounted cannon.
Well,
That thing is so good.
the shoulder mountain cannon is not new. It's been around since the first movie.
No, I'm saying it's my favorite new weapon. The saber sword is my favorite new weapon besides my old
Oh,
favorite
okay, I
weapon.
got you now.
Yeah, let me rephrase that. Yeah. That thing is so sick.
I'm still a Cyrax net guy.
Yeah, the Cyrex and is awesome. I mean, all the Predator's gadgets are awesome. Who are we fucking around with here? But this is my new favorite one.
Yeah, the swords were cool.
They were awesome. So the Callus versus Deck. That was your favorite
Oh,
fight?
that was definitely my favorite fight. The second one would be the when he's fighting Tessa in the exosuit.
Okay, I gotta say, so tough for me. I'm gonna say my favorite fight is probably against the father. I know it was quick, but it was so epic. And then it's comeuppance. So poor Ryan didn't get to do this with us, but I'm sure he would agree with me on this.
He's
I
here in the
feel I
spirit.
feel his spirit. And then second, that's also really tough for me because the Callus fight, like you said, Cody, that is so badass. And it shows like how far Deck has already come, and now he is actually he's skilled. He's skilled as fuck. Fighting this Callus, he chops its tail off, he chops its head off, and then he outsmarts it. But I'm gonna have to tie that with his fight against Quay in the cave because that was also epic. His brother.
Yeah, I can't really comment much on that because I was having problems having my eyes adjust.
That was I know it's kind of harder to see, but
Yeah, it was. That was.
I had it on my second time around watching it. I knew who was who, and I knew what was going on. The first time around, I kind of felt like it was a Transformers One. I didn't know what was going on, but the second time around, I was able to like focus in. I was like, this is actually a really, really good fight.
I probably just need to check it out again.
Yeah, that I strongly suggest it because the second time around, I was able to thoroughly enjoy that scene. So that's why I'm going to tie it with the Callus fight as well. But I mean, all the fights were good.
Yep.
There's not one that I was just like, whatever. No, all of them were just like jaw dropping to me.
Yeah,
Even fighting the bone bison.
even like minor fights, like where the like all the synths are fighting, like the tree vines. Like
Yep.
I love it. Like you get the idea, is like, oh, they're gonna get like torn apart or ambushed, and they recognize them right away. Start shooting. Like one of the synths gets grabbed, and another one like quickly gets him out of the grip. And that's when they turn the flamethrowers on.
Right? Did you expect them to like go that hardcore? Like, or did oh well, no, you just said it. You said you thought they were gonna get ripped apart. That's what I thought too. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, no, they were very capable.
but that's
Apparently,
yeah, that's good script writing because it shows you like, oh yeah, these guys are like deadly. Like Deck almost died to these damn tree vines, and then these guys aren't having any problems with it.
yeah. Deck almost died a few times in this movie. Oh, you can't tell me how Deck when he summoned. We'll use that word. Summoned the Callus when he did the explosion
Yeah, it
when he
blew
caught
up
that
the.
oil tank on fire
Yep.
or gas tank, whatever the fuck it was. You can't tell me that wasn't badass.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was the epic, like that's like your hero scene right there. Explosion in the background and like a hero's walking away from it. No, he's roaring and he's got his sword in the air.
Yeah, I,
He's hauling that thing.
I like too. Like whenever right after the fight started, where he ends up getting thrown away or around, he grabs like a door to like some like it was like shaped like a car door. I think it was like a cargo container or something.
Was it? Or yeah,
Again, cuts it off with
cargo
like using it
container.
as a shield.
Yeah. Okay, so let's backtrack for a second. You remember the whole zip line thing, or how they had that? Yeah, the zip line that he was able to shoot out of his chest or whatever that saved him when Quay was fighting father,
Yeah.
and then the one he used to actually get up into the cave to fight Quay even before
Yep.
that. We never see that again.
I'm kind of writing that off because, well, first off,
I'm not picking fun at it. I'm just
no,
bummed that we didn't see that anymore.
yeah, I mean, I like the idea, but I think the trees stole it like early on. 'Cause remember, he had all his whole arsenal on the rock, and where
Yeah,
he
that's true.
turned around and then they grabbed everything off the rock. I think that's kind
Yeah,
of what
because then we never see
happened,
the bow
and
again.
I gotta wonder too. It's like, do the predators have like rules for these first hunts that they're not supposed to be bringing like certain tools or something? Like I understand now that they don't get their cloak until they complete their first hunt.
Right.
Is
That's made clear now.
like what about the shoulder cannon?
Well,
Tess had
he
no.
did have, yeah. wasn't that his?
Maybe I think she
Because he
got
takes
it.
it back and he says he rips it off her and he says that's mine.
Yeah, I think okay. I think he probably had it in the ship, and then remember he had to eject from the ship. So
Yeah.
he didn't go back to the ship. So. And then the ship had its own armory in there. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you walk out there with that in the first place?
Well, I mean, I kind of assume it was. You remember he had to eject, and he was immediately attacked by the vines, and then they stole everything, and then got up on the cliff.
Oh, that's
So
true because
he didn't back.
he never made it back.
Yeah, he probably didn't backtrack.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. That makes sense in a world of synths. In all honesty, for all the hate that I've seen from some critics for Thea, synth woman number one, I actually really enjoyed the character.
Yeah,
Ellie Fanning killed it in that role.
all right, Jeremy. Let's talk about the very, very end.
All right, let's do it.
So after he kills his dad, we kind of roll the credits temporarily, and then we go back, and Predator ship rises up. It's like, oh, that's my mom. Mom was pissed. And
Mom is very pissed.
so it kind of alludes like, oh, there's gonna be a sequel movie.
Oh yes, I love it how Thea says, "She's like friends of yours." And he goes, "Nope, it's mother."
All right. Do you think that's gonna be the sequel?
Okay. So here's my thing. I think that's going to be a big part of the sequel.
Okay, there you go.
I also think they're going to start leading into more alien related stuff as well. I think they're going to rebuild. I think they're working towards like a new AVP.
Maybe. I think definitely it's gonna happen. Okay. But do you know what I think is gonna happen?
What?
That will be part of the next movie. So here's the thing. They said that the director of this wanted to do 3 movies that were kind of linked. So the 3 movies are Predator Killer of Killers, second movie is Predator Badlands, and they haven't even started on anything the third movie related. But the idea of it was that if this movie does well, they're gonna make a third movie.
Oh, thank God.
And
I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen now. I mean, it's almost made its budget back in the first week. So
Yeah.
okay, so Jeremy, what happened at the end of Killer of Killers? In the extended ending.
We see a frozen Dutch.
Mm-hmm. This is what the Wikipedia says. Discussions are ongoing with original franchise star Arnold Schwarzenegger about reprising his role as Dutch in a future installment.
No way.
So
Holy shit.
I think the third movie is going to be not. Yeah, there's going to be a plot of him fighting his mom, but at the same time, it's going to have all the fucking other characters from previous movies, like helping or doing their own like side thing.
And then if that's the way it's going to go down, then I can see like them doing like an in credit scene. Like I think they'll allude to it during the movie, but I think they'll do an in credit scene with like a xenomorph or just allude to that they're out there type of thing.
Oh, I mean they're definitely out there already because like, this is the alien.
Oh yeah, well it was established in Killers, and that's linked to this because you see the xenomorph, they've already got one.
Yeah, well that and you remember they had the in Predator 2. I think that was 1980s. That Predator has a xenomorph skull in his ship.
True.
So those things have been around for a while.
Good point. Good point. You know, the one thing I was thinking about is I wish they would have slapped it. This was my initial thought. I wish they would have slapped this with an R-rated movie and it was humans. Because it would. What's that?
Yeah, I was thinking that it's like okay, there wasn't a single human in this movie. It's like in Disney's behind it, so
yeah,
I think that was done for like a ratings Disney kind of thing.
I think it was too, but also I also see it from the other point that I'm gonna make right now. I also like that they did Just Sense and that there were no humans in this because it's leading up to seeing the aliens, the xenomorphs.
Yep.
I mean, it's already heavily alluded that it's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely going to happen. And I was glad, too, they didn't put any humans in there. Because
I mean, it's a nice change
they're
of
more
pace.
serious threats than a human would be.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you really can't give an R-rated, an R-rated rating if you're just killing robots and monsters.
Well, I mean, it depends on how gory it is. It was fine. I'm not going to complain about the rating.
Yeah, no. For what it was absolutely fine. It was, again, I'll say this, probably I mean, we're closing in here on to December, close to December, so movie of the year. That's incredible. Better than everything else I've seen this year, and I have seen a ton of movies.
We'll have to wait for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. See if that
Oh,
blows it
oh,
out.
that comes out. Yeah, that comes out what, December,
5th, I
towards
think.
the end of December, doesn't it?
Beginning, I think.
Oh, at the beginning of December.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's the 5th.
Well, we'll see if we change our minds.
Yep. Tune in for that. Also, watch our other
Oh
Predator
yeah.
content. All right, Jeremy. Pass tech on to you.
I think we've pretty much touched on everything I want to talk about, or everything that I would have brought up in this section or segment. Yeah, no, I got nothing. I have nothing more to add. Honestly, it's just this is movie of the year for me. That's it. I see where critics can, point their fingers and they're like, "Oh, it's Disney. It's this." That a lot of them were saying the Predator was too humanized, but the way I viewed it is we're actually just seeing the Predator from the Predator side, and it was a refreshing take for me because, you know, we don't want the same thing over and over again. You can only do it so many times. Where Predator goes to Earth, hunts humans. You can only do that so many times. To me, this is a damn near perfect movie.
I'll echo everything you said. Great movie. Highly recommend going and seeing it at theaters.
Yep, I've seen it twice. Might even see it a third time.
Fair enough. All right, Jeremy, let's scale this bad boy. So today, we got the same scale we're used to. The Alien versus Predator scale. So, Jeremy, on a scale of Predator 1 to Alien 3, where'd you rank this movie?
Okay, so from our previous review, I'm gonna have to change around my Yautja saber swords a little bit.
Well, Jeremy, that one hasn't come out yet, so.
Okay, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this. This is this is up there with Predator One for me. I'm gonna put it like. Can I do like a half a point down from Predator One? Because that's where that and Prey is for me.
Jeremy, it's the scale. We don't have very strict scale rules for this.
Exactly. So that's what I'm doing.
As I say, there's very strict rules. The way scale works. I'll put it extremely, extremely close to the original Predator movie. Both the movies have
Yeah,
like completely different tones, but they're both.
completely different tones, different takes, different point of views. It is right there with Predator One for me, to be honest. Like I enjoyed it that much.
Yep. So definitely go out see this movie. Fun for the whole family. You don't see any humans get ripped apart.
Yeah, it is Disney owned after all. Oh, we have a new Disney princess, I guess. Our first synthetic Disney princess.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to our episode of Tairimo Boys podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what you would do if you were thrown on a death planet. Don't forget to ring the motherfucking bell. Stay tuned for more episodes.